Alright, yo, I have Genshin and Wuwa up here because I want to talk about something pretty big. I'll keep it pretty short. I think that is something that they're doing at Wuwa that is just not going to be good long term for the game. I have both my games open. I have both the characters' idle animations. Man. Anyways. So going on to, I should just put display capture so when I tab in between the games, it fixes it. I could just go like this, then I can go like this, and I can go like this. I'm not tabbing in between them, but you get the idea. I can't even tell which game I'm swapping into. Anyways, they need to fix this. The tower needs to be different. It just needs to be. They need to change the tower. The tower right now is the exact same thing as Genshin. They are one-for-one identical copies of each other with zero changes besides the fact that they have like that, that tower in the middle that has like the bosses or whatever. But if you don't know, which maybe you don't, maybe you do, tower recently reset and nothing changed in tower. And when I mean nothing changed in tower, I mean the buffs didn't change, the enemies didn't change, the names of the towers didn't change, like nothing changed. Like it reset, and the only thing that reset pretty much was the rewards you could get, like the these little triangle things, these little points, pretty much they reset for the shop. Oh, the shop button actually works today. There's a 50-50 chance on it if this button works. It's probably not even 50-50, but yeah. So all they reset was being able to buy stuff from the shop. And enemies, though, are identical. Same thing. Buffs, exact same thing. Gion buffs. Or if you're playing like Genshin or whatchamacallit. But obviously, these are for Gion and Yinlin. But they didn't change anything on this. But specifically Tower, though, what really needs to change in Tower is doing the same thing as Genshin, where it's just time-gated DPS checks. You can do a little bit of improvement to your runs, obviously, by like being better at the game. But at the end of the day, most people are going to be able to clear this once their characters are leveled. The only thing preventing people from being able to clear most of the stuff in here is levels. I have 18 stars right now. You can't see my stars on here because I was testing out the other floors, but as you can see, I do have access to start this, which means I've completed the other floor. And my map shows 18 stars, as you can see. Just for reference, just expertise. I wish you could go straight back in. I don't know, you have to wait for the whole door to close. Anyways, but now if we go to Genshin over here, my problem with the Genshin Abyss is Genshin has like, see, I'll give Wuwa a little bit of leeway on the fact that there's not that many enemies in the game. Genshin has like 200 enemies in the game, and I'm not trolling, for the last like 5 abysses at least. 5 abysses. It's got to be at least like the last 5 abysses. We have had this dancing boss in the abyss. It's like the Fontaine dancing boss. If you're not familiar with Genshin at all, there's just pretty much this boss of these like robots, and they're cringe, and there's 2 different versions of the boss, but they just use each version of the boss. They just keep printing it out. They're just like, you know what? New abyss reset? Put in the Coppelius now. Garbage. Anyways. Also, we're getting that new mode. I don't know how that good that new mode. That's another thing I'm gonna know that. This is not Wuwa. Genshin is getting a new mode, and they literally coded the stuff for the new mode and everything. They even put it on our profiles, but we can't even play the Imaginarium Theater until July 1st. Why is that a thing? Why did we get a patch that's supposed to have a new game mode and we don't get it to the second half of the game mode? And there's like a game mode to fill in for while we're waiting for the new game mode. This is your everyday dead Genshin patch. If you don't care about Clorind right now, this is a dead Genshin patch. I will be honest. There's nothing new in this patch except Clorind and her story quest and was it Dane's Leap quest. Dane's Leap quest was cool. It was way too short. It felt like it was like 30 minutes, It was like a little bit of lore. I feel like lore people probably like geeking out about it. You're like everyday story player that likes Dane's Leap. I feel like it wasn't that crazy, like nothing insane. But kind of get a little bit sidetracked because I was talking about Tower Adversity. Tower Adversity, it just needs to get fixed. There's so much stuff they could do with Tower Adversity for what Wuwa Combat has. They can make it, you have to land this amount of parries when you're fighting the boss, something like that. You have to land perfect parries this amount of times to get this amount of stars. You need to not get hit this amount of times while you're fighting the boss. Like why is it just time gate? Why are we just time gate, man? Like, I cannot clear tower only because I don't have enough DPS right now. It's not a skill issue. It's not a skill gap. It's not It's not like I didn't build my characters good or anything. Well, I guess technically. No. Yeah, no, my characters are built up to the max stuff they can beat. And there's just not enough before this because they're level 90 enemies. Wuwa has some sort of hidden, like, you do less damage to a higher level enemies thing. Somewhere in the damage calc. I don't know where it is. I don't do any, like, spreadsheet type, John. I'm not gonna lie. But it definitely exists. 100%. I don't know what it is, but something like that exists in the game, because I literally cannot do floor 4 of either of these. I could maybe get 1 star if I like bang my head against my keyboard, you know, keep playing it out for a 1 star, which won't even give me any extra rewards or anything, so that would be pointless and useless. I did fight the monkey and clear it up so like I could try out this other floor. This floor is actually impossible. The monkey is already like, I barely am even getting to 1 star. I didn't get a star obviously, but I was barely here. I think I cleared with like 60 seconds left or something, or like 50 seconds left. I don't know. I was off of 1 star though. That was like the closest thing I was to. This one's just impossible. There's a wave of enemies before it, and the Junrock heals the guy. There's a healing, and then there's this guy just does shockwaves permanently throughout the entire fight while you're fighting him. And then you also need to group them, and then you have the bracer guy just like constantly doing his Hulk smash on you. You know, like that junk is just yeah, anyways, this is what I want to talk about. I think they just need to fix Tower. Tower has a lot of potential, you know. Put in a hologram boss in there and add some more requirements for stars that is not time gate. Like, I don't know. I think hologram time gate is fine, but I think the future of hologram should not be time gate, because then it's just like, I don't know, it's just pointless at that point. Especially when for most of the bosses, 5 and 6, the only change is that the boss has more HP. So like, it's literally just does your character have this amount of gear? Because realistically, once your characters get to the same level as the boss, you're going to delete them, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of these difficulties are matter. I can imagine that the average, you know, common, super casual player is probably just waiting till they have the same level as the boss, or they're waiting till they're like level 90 and they're just going to smoke through all the thing, if they even play the game till they're level 90, because level 90 is uni level 80, and I don't even know where we're getting that, what, like 5 months from now or something like that? I've heard it's not that far away. But yeah, that is my take. Tower Versity. Add more stuff, Kuro. You're kind of trolling on Tower Versity here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what we're getting in 1.1. I hope 1.1 is like, it's got to be like full release of the game. Full release in terms of like, there needs to be so many fixes at 1.1. I'm not gonna lie. There needs to be like, they need to have like this crazy thing. Even with all the hot fixes they've been doing and stuff, I think 1.1 has to be like substantial change in service stuff. Like, they need to like reduce boss cost to 40, tacit cost to 40, increase the rewards when you're at Union level 40 and 50, because people have hit level 50, their max refreshers. I'm free to play level 44, and the rewards barely change, and sometimes you get less apparently because you get more 5-star echoes, which you can't do anything with. So yeah, that's that. I stalled for 8 minutes somehow. I don't even know what I was talking about, but that's just what I was talking about. Hope you enjoyed. If you have a comment to discussion about what I was talking about, let me know down below. See you later.